Hi fam, welcome back again to another channel. Today is actually Saturday morning. As you can see, people's boyfriend have found their generator. So this video will actually be a quick one. I really hope it's actually a quick one because so I get this question a lot, and that's why I want to make this video. As you can see, I am not prepared and everything, so it's just like a typical Saturday morning. Let me just make this video and get done with other things I have to do. But and if I don't make it, I have so many topics for you guys, so that's why sometimes you see me making videos in my nights when I'm sleeping, when I'm just, because if I just add it to my list of topics, I don't know which year I'll be able to do, because I know I have a lot of topics to talk about on this channel. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know, do you need Angel Mike and Angel Gilbert to come and convince you? Do you need that? Okay, so the common question I get even from my applicant that has paid is age limit for this care job. Is there age limit? Some say I'm 50, I'm 65, I'm 45, I am this, I'm a mother, I am a clinical. What is the chances of me getting this job and everything? So for most of you that know, maybe if you don't know, anyways, I'm telling you, like, there's actually a similarity with this healthcare job, support worker, living care. It actually has a similarity with nanny work and house help work. Like, there's actually no difference. The little difference between it is just the work environment. So nanny, house help, healthcare assistant, support worker, the only difference between this group of people, this group of roles or occupation, is just the work environment. House help, they work in the house, nanny, they work in the house too, support worker and everything, they actually work in the care home, but the living workers, they actually stay in there. So all of them, they have the same role, they have the same responsibility, they have the same thing. And again, according to NHS, the band 1, band 2, band 3, these groups of support worker, healthcare clinic, which band are they? All of them, they band 2. But house help, domestic help is actually band 1. But support worker, living carer, whatever, blah blah, everybody now they band 2. So as everybody they band 2, you actually perform the same roles, the same responsibility, but the only difference is your working environment. So healthcare assistants, they actually provide assistance to patients in the hospital, whereas support workers or carers and support worker or living carer, they provide support or assistance to vulnerable patients in the nursing home or in their home. And that's why we have living carer in their home, support worker in the nursing home. So depending on this, can you say they perform the same roles, but the only difference is their working environment. So now that you understand that nanny, support worker, healthcare assistant is the same role, right? So now when somebody now asks me, I am this, I am 45, I am 60, I am 65, I am 70, I am 100, what are my chances of getting this job? Will I get this job? What am I this? Won't they say about age and everything? Yeah, I understand this age, but you know, as I used to tell you, like, sometimes when you actually think about these limitations, my age and this and that, sometimes you think about it because of the country you are, Nigeria. You know, in Nigeria, they somehow used to limit people's ambition according to their gender, their age, their distance. But I tell you, once you are thinking of leaving Nigeria or leaving that your home country, all those mentality that you have, drop it. All those things that you've registered in your head or whatever, drop it. When you get outside the country, you will see people living with disability that they are working in normal position, as long as they are able to carry it. You see people that are deaf and dumb that are working as sales rep. Yes, once you are leaving Nigeria, you will see the same. You know, in Nigeria or Africa, you see disabled people, they are just on the street, they are begging, like the way people actually ridicule them, that this one go German go and everything. But when you go outside the countries, these disabled people living with disability, they are their first class citizen. In fact, if you want to go to jail, don't even commit crime, don't commit crime, that one they will still be doing investigation. If you want to go to jail, the fastest way of you going to jail outside the country is to go and look for trouble of these disabled people. Just go and look for their trouble, or call them, you this disabled person, or just say something against them. The fastest way of you going to jail, that you want to enter jail like this, the jail is crash your body. Don't go and steal, don't go and murder, because if you go and steal, if you go and murder, they will still put inside, they will still be doing investigation. The easiest way, the fastest way for you to enter inside jail of any of these advanced country is for you to insult, abuse, or do anything to any of these disability patients. And that's why they hold them in high esteem. Once you're leaving Nigeria, once you're leaving Africa, when you go to organization, you see people that are disabled, that they are working like normal person, as long as their disability is able to carry it, as long as they can do it. But whereas in other countries they don't do it. So I actually just gave this example for you to know that even outside the country, disabled people or people with, they don't have they have learning abilities, they still give them opportunity to actually express themselves. They give them that right to work and express themselves, that okay, you have this you have disability, that's not the end of life yet. I'm trying to be a motivational speaker, you understand? So if they can give disabled people this type of opportunity, so how much more that you have everything complete. So now let me answer your question. I am older than this thing, I'm 65, I'm this, can I get this job as a support worker, can I get this one and everything? You people know that when I'm talking my videos, I don't like to come and tell you yes or no. I don't like because if you say yes or no, another time you might have another question, you get. So instead of asking me, you will play that scenario in your head. So now let me ask you, since I've explained that this support worker, this healthcare assistant, this domiciliary worker and everything, they are relating to nanny work, or cleaner or house help work. No wait I talk. Let's assume as you are like this, you're a mother, or you're an intending mother, or even our mothers. If you are not our mothers, when you're in the house, there's no way an average Nigerian before don't get house help before, or staff or nanny, right? So when you actually give birth to your child, and if you are the one, as you're in Nigeria like this, if you are the one, you in Nigeria, you give birth to your child, you carry on for 9 months, after all those symptoms, everything going for antenatal, the child will just be kicking your my stomach here, all those things wey be say you suffer for your pikin, suffer for where inside Nigeria. And then because of now, you cannot in Nigeria so you actually need a nanny. And then you now place that card in front of your house, or tell people they find nanny. And then different people came to your house from young, maybe we have people of 20 years old that want to come and do nanny, 25 30 45 60, like they came to your house that they came to apply for the post of this nanny. Now you born your pikin. Now why they ask you? Now you born your pikin. Now you use your belly carry am, take suffer, do everything. Now you born your pikin. Like the pikin is your life. You know how mothers hold their child in their esteem. That's why I'm emphasizing on this. Your child, or somebody that will be watching over your child, maybe when you are at work or when you are sleeping. Somebody that will be taking care of your child though. And then you have somebody that comes 20 years old, 25, 35, 45, and all those ones, and they came for interview and everything. Even without the interview, even within you, who are you likable to employ? Who are you likable to give the job to? The person is to come and take care of your life investment, your child, your kid, that you so part of. That's why I'm emphasizing it though. Like you want to employ a nanny for your child. Which age group are you likely to employ? As I am like this, I never born pikin. I don't know as it take do person, but I not say if you want to do this, just say push like that, and then I come and meet you. I'm looking for a nanny work. I want to work and not to carry baby and everything. And then somebody actually comes to you that she's actually a mother, but the children are actually grown up. Maybe they're in school. They can, all these grown up kids, maybe like 10, 15, like they can do things on their own. They don't need somebody to come and pamper them. But because of situation of things, she's looking for a job as a nanny. Between me and her, who are you going to give the job to? Who are you going to give that post of a nanny? Me? I be her. Obviously her. Because she's actually a mother. She has given birth before. She know how they take to person. She know how to treat a child. She know what to do. But me, aside let me collect bullet, I don't know how they take to people. But I know that okay, a child, this is how to feed. I never know how they take feed person. And if you guys know that, even in Nigeria, when you actually give birth as a mother, you actually you allow your mother, whether your mother-in-law or this, all these old women, when they come, the way they used to do the child, all those hot water thing that they will do all this, that dimple, all this, that like if they are giving the baby food, it's them that will know that the baby is choking. I don't know that, just to like they know all this, they know that this boy's eyes is yellow. All these people that has given birth before, they know that this person's eyes is yellow, this person's eyes is blue, this person's eyes is green. But somebody like us, I don't know, you just have to feed a child. Even if the child is gone, I'll just say I'll never know what's happening. So guys, you now understand the analysis, and this is exact thing they are going to do in UK, and this is exactly why they said Experience is not needed, but it is actually an advantage, and that is why your CV is important for you to talk about this experience. Because like I said in my video, and I'll keep saying, the purpose of them asking you for a CV, or there's actually some care that they don't ask for CV. I've seen some care like that, they don't ask for CV, but they don't have fast sponsorship, they don't ask for CV. So when an employer actually asks for your CV, let me see what you can do, what you've done. I've told you this thing does not require experience, does not require you spending millions of experience. They just want to know that, do you have an idea of what you are coming to the UK for? You know, this work, it involves changing pampers, toileting bits and everything. They want to know if you have an idea, shorty software, shorty yeah. Just like when I come now, I meet, I want to be a nanny, I want to come here to carry baby. My own is, as per useful exorbitant, I might just like carrying baby, but when the baby actually shit, I be poo. I'll just dump the baby and see your baby have poo, go and clean it. You know, there are two different things, right? We have some people like, they just like carrying baby. Even to husband, some of you people's husband, like when they carry the baby, when the baby have poo, they'll just abandon the baby for you. Just say, your baby don't poo. Once you clean the baby and the baby is clean, they'll come and, hey, baby. My father is like that. He can carry baby for Africa, but once the baby have poo, like, he will just able to dump the baby. Your baby don't poo, it will disappear. Once you clean the baby, you'll come and carry it. Do you understand that scenario? So they don't want somebody like my dad, that when you poo, they will abandon you anyway. Then when you've cleaned up, they will not come back. But whereas somebody that has taken care of a child before, somebody that is a mother that has taken care of, that has nurtured a child before, of course, she cleaned the poo of a baby. She cleaned the poo. So cleaning the poo of a baby will not be an issue for her. Do you guys understand the two different scenarios now? So if you are even in Nigeria, you're looking for a nanny for your child, you look for somebody that has had that experience before. Even if I tell you that, I went to school of nanny, this is my nanny certificate, I went to study how to be a nanny. With Nigerian mentality, wetin concern me concern certificate? Na paper when you carry baby. No be paper when you carry baby. You will go with somebody that is a mother, somebody that knows how they do person, somebody that knows as in they do this thing exactly. But then the only difference you would actually check between me and that older woman is if she's actually agile, if she's active. Not like somebody is old, she says she's a mother, she can do this nanny work, and then the way she's walking on, she's shaking. She's not active, she's not agile, she can't do the work. But then, you know, we have some women that they are 40 years or 45, 65. When you see them go, you know, go say that they are 65, they look very agile, they do things, they are not lazy and everything. So if you see that type of person that is a mother, is ready to take care, my dear, you know, go give her. You know, go give her. Some of you, when you give birth to your child, when your mother is around, you just carry the child, abandon it for your mother. You just go because you know that you are covered. You know that she not waiting they do the picking. But whereas if you actually leave your child with a young person like me, you can call me 1 million times in a day. You can, hey, why is do my baby? Can you come? Because you know that this girl, she not get experience. She don't know what they do, but she not get experience. But whereas for when you leave your baby with somebody that is older, you just leave the baby and just forget, just gonna flex your life because you know that, well, I will lay one less experience. Do you not see the difference? And that is exactly why they need experience for your CV. They don't need it to be educational experience. They just need to have an idea that, okay, when you are actually caring for a patient and the patient pull, you will not run away, you will not disappear. Can you now see the difference? So when you actually ask, is age a barrier? I'm 65, I'm 40, I'm this, and can I apply for this job? Well, double yes, you can apply for this job. And let me tell you, if you ask me, you have more advantage over those young people, over us that were young. You have more advantage. Why do you think I say so? As an employer, as a recruiter, nobody wants to spend money, right, to somebody that they used to call something youthful exuberance. Just like when it's even normal. Even that's why I like relating when I'm talking, I like to relate it to scenario. I like relating to scenario. Even when you want to apply employ somebody, you see a young person come, you see an older person to with less experience, you have the job with less experience that who will you give the job? The older person, because you feel like older people are more focused, they've gone through things in life, they've gone through their useful exuberant, they are not likely to misbehave. It's very weird to see somebody that is a mother, as a child, as family, and then you employ the person and the person will not come to work unless the person actually has a child that is sick. To be sick in the car, and okay, sick. But if you employ somebody that is a mother, that the child already grown up or has responsibilities, and then you now feel like the person will be giving you a date, it is not possible. it is not possible. So we have some older people that used to be, but averagely, most organization, most nanny this thing, they're always older people with experience, because you know that the likely chance of them doing funny things is thin. So even when you apply as somebody with 65 years, 70 years, and then of course you not include it to your this thing, because some people might be 70 is too long, you not add it to your CV. But then the way you can prove yourself is during your interview, when they're asking you questions. But don't ginger action. But then like when they call you, when they're doing interviews, you know that day my grandfather have dementia, and then you'll be picking your words one by one. Auntie, so sorry. So if you know that you are agile, you are active, you are distant. I've seen so many people that they are very old. I have some in my neighborhood. That woman, she's a retired nurse. For somebody to be a retired nurse, if that woman they ginger for you, that kind of woman, she doesn't even have to write CV before they will give her that job. So if you know you're that type of person, like the thing is, when you're old, if you know that the oldness is not showing your body, you're not bending, you're not showing vulnerability, and UK is not like that, abroad is not like that. They don't discriminate against age, against size, against gender, against even sexuality. They don't do that. It's only in Africa that they do that. Even in Africa, there are some jobs that they'll just leave it to an older person. They don't do that. So whether age, there is no limitation to this job. The only limitation you can have is you. The limitation you can have to this job is you. When you keep limiting yourself, say, hey, will they choose me? The only limitation is you. So when you actually send your CV and they shortlist you, when you do interview, ginger for them. Show them, say, if you do this work, ginger for them. Show them, say, yes, so this is how they do it. Whether you are fat, whether you are thin. I've seen some people that they are fat and they are more active than a thin person. Yes. So whether you are fat, whether you are thin, whether you are slim, whether you are short, whether you are tall, everything depends on how active you can show yourself. So like when they call you now, during interview, you'll be talking as if you are reading scripts. No, use your hand, make use of your head. Whatever you did as experience, how you cared for this, explain to them. You're not fighting. I told you, you're not fighting. Explain to them. Even in Nigeria, there are some positions like they prefer to use older person. Just like in Nigeria, before you see a VC, vice chancellor that is young, even matron, you guys will notice that. In fact, you're not even supposed to ask this question, because even in Nigeria, you see that matrons, they're always all these older women. They've groomed them through years of nursing school, nursing everything. And so there are some organizations that when you see their cleaner are always women. They're always older women. I want to tell them more, because they know that if you say drop this thing, they will drop it. If you say this, because they've gone through experience. But you say our youngie, our Taishan color, Ojuwa Oshiwanta, is we that will miss work, is we that will do. So really, if you ask me, an older person has more chances of getting this job than a younger person. And even when you actually get to the embassy to go and do they will not really even if you want to jump from your country, they are running away. So even your CV and cover letter will still confirm. We just post it that, as you are going on, like you're trying to use let me not say the rest of your life, you're trying to use part of your life to dedicate it to what did you say, humanity, something like that, dedicating to humanity, and everything is supposed to. But we people that were young, the reason has to look at us. But I'm not trying to say that they don't give the job to a young person, you get. But I'm just trying to say that in a scenario, like if they have to choose, they will choose an older person over and over again, because they know that they used to hear work, they know that they will not miss work, they know they will come for work, they know they will do this. Like my mom, when we had my younger brother, we had a nanny, and the nanny is an old woman, not like old bending woman, and that's why I'm using this one as example. She was an old woman, she has her own kid and everything. In fact, my younger brother got very used to her, very, very used. Sometimes you'll be like, well, men just deal with the woman, because the guy trouble was too much, you get. So that's exactly what I'm saying. Those older women, one more bikini mansion, so they really prefer older women. So when you actually submit yourself and everything, the only thing you have to prove that you can actually do this is you showing that you are active, you are agile. So whether you are young, whether you are this, when they call you doing that, just they change. I don't say you should talk too much, but then when you're talking, be making use of, you work with your hands. During the day, you work with your hand. It's not like you want to clean somebody's hand, you say, oh yeah, machine clean your hand. No, you work with your hand. So during interview, when they're saying you said you have experience with changing pamper, how do you change your pamper? You say, okay, you raise the person's hand, you make use of your hand. I can't make use of my tongue because I'm using one hand to hold the guy. You make use of your hand, you demonstrate, let them know that you know what you're talking about, let them know that you know you can do it. But then when you hold your hand, I say, to change pamper, say, you now lift one leg and put it up. You are using hand, you are just using mouth, you are casting news for us. I need to tell you, health is the simplest and easiest thing you can do. Health is the simplest and easiest course or study or occupation anyone can do. That's because it involves practical things you can see. You don't have to cram it. You can see these things with your eyes. You did it. And that's why I said in your CV, don't lie. Don't lie. That's why I take my time to interview my patient. What did you see when the person had malaria? What did you see? So when you tell me, and when you came inside, the person was shivering, the body was hot, you know, automatically the way you be explaining itself, you'll be using your hand to be touching your body, and the person was shaking. So when you are doing the interviewer knows that okay, now true you see him. But then when you go and copy Google experience, you went to copy it. When you are talking, you just be reading news to the interviewer. You just be talking, you just be reading it. You are not casting news. We need you to practicalize because it's actually an online interview. You have to show that you know what you're saying, you know what you're talking. Even if you don't know the correct word, just use your hand, touch head, this one, everything, because this is everything you will do in real life. This is what you do with your intended patient, intended safe. You make use of your hand. So during interview, if your hand is like this and you're using mouth to touch, it's not henna. It's not henna. You have to make use of your hands, your body, so guys, there is no age limit to this job work, to this anything. The only age limit, the only limitation that is there is you. And that's if you keep limiting yourself that what's my chances, I can't do it, I can't do anything. So for them to actually recruit you, you have to prove to them that age is just a number. I fit one. Just prove to them that age, just like in my house, I keep telling you guys this story to encourage you. I told you we are like 200 flats here. I'm sure you've seen the glitch. 200 flats here, everybody is married. I am the only single person. When I went to meet my agent, she said lie, she will never take a single person in her house, let alone this thing. I did not even have guarantor. I don't have this thing. Nobody moko. She said lie, she's not going to give them. But how did I do it? I proved to her that I am a single person, but that does not mean I'll be irresponsible. Person when they tell me lie that there's no shall go, I will say that she will not give me this house. Not be the house I did now. I also pay my rent, next rent too. Not be the house I did now. And sometimes when they call meeting, they are going to this way is expensive that people should come. I think I said they sleep. She said, you this girl. But of course, because of the closeness between us, I said, let her talk to all those married people that I'm sleeping. Because of the closeness between us. So that's what I'm saying. But if just say, imagine when she said she wants only married people, and I said, hey, she wants only married people. I mean, if I carry myself, I went. This I would have lost the house. So sometimes, even when somebody say no, even when they say no, prove to them that they have millions of reasons to tell you yes. She told me no. She said it to my face. Auntie, don't waste your time. I cannot give this house to a single girl. Let alone somebody that does not even have it. Is not possible. But I know I needed this place. I needed it for my work. So imagine if she had said, I said, wow, I start looking for a house now. But then I sat down. I proved to her that now single. I don't keep person. Now single. I don't keep person. And I was trying to prove to her that being single or not does not mean I'll be responsible or irresponsible. I proved it to her, and I got this house. So that's why when I talk, that's why I like using my life experience. That's why I like using life experience examples in it, so that people can relate that it's not as if this guy is just talking one fallacy. Even if they say age, they say prove it to them. Age is just a number. Gender is just gender. It does not limit me for anything. And I told you, abroad is not like that. They know they discriminate. In Nigeria, if they say, yeah, this one, yeah, they know they discriminate. And the thing is, you're coming from an African country. They know that Africans work hard. In UK, Nigerians, they never too spread it. They know that they know that Africans in general that will work very hard. They know. If to say another nationality, they say this one, they know that they work hard. So far, the nannies, where me I don't see you, nannies, they're always all these people who say they don't born pikin. They're always very older people that who say they don't born pikin because they feel like young, they don't have experience and everything. But there are some people that use single person. So that's why the only limitation you have is you. But that's because you keep limiting yourself. So if you tell yourself you can do it, you believe you can do it, like you know you can do it, like your body is not shaking. Just like even in Nigeria, you see all these elderly men that is doing gatesman work. We know they see them, and that you see that they are very responsible. You never see them leaving their gate post to go and do so. But you see all those young gatesmen, when you want to go out, you see them, they will go and follow one gate, they will go and because they feel like older people want to lower you. They've enjoyed, they've had their useful exuberance, they've had the fun they wanted to have when they were young. So kilo too cool. They are just trying to, like in our 2 gate, they are older. This thing, you will never come out and say, where is this man? You see them. But yeah, I was there is like training security. Hey, my days. They can even lock everybody in the estate and go outside. Exactly how it is. So next time, if they want to recruit somebody, you say they want older person. So that's how it is. There is no age limitation. So the limitation is you. So guys, I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I've been able to ginger and encourage somebody that there's no limitation to anything. It's like you can achieve anything you want to achieve as long as you determine that this is what you want and you go for it. So what are you still waiting for? What are you still waiting for? Start drafting your CV now, sending those applications to those care home. Tell them, show them that you can, because we they leave this in Nigeria together to we they gotta go. But and again, if you know you are tired of sending so many applications, you know what to do now. Come to my care home. You know it's not free, of course. It's not free. So if you have any issue drafting your CV, send me an email. You know my CV last song. CV and cover letter 100K. No pricing because na interview. I know they do copy and paste CV. I have to sit down, tell me the experience here. 100K. And then care home 100K. And the application process 100K. We were there much. CV 100K. No pricing. No clinic, nothing. Unless you want me to send your CV to mechanic shop or UCH, no pricing. But then if you know it's not something you can afford, it's okay. Just draft your CV and keep sending it to so many companies. Keep sending. Don't get discouraged. It's like that to keep sending. Don't get discouraged. But if you know you have your TV 100K, oh my God, see me in my email. Send me an email, your parents, and then we'll pick it up from there. Yeah. So guys, yeah, I said this video. I just want to make sure to the so guys, it's Saturday. I'm gonna wash my clothes. So you should come out to buy washing machine. I'm tired of washing my clothes myself. I'm buy washing machine. I'm tired. We just fight to it, but my for sure. Makes that's why I say guys, I know people are well because I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.